Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome into Talking Tech Tuesdays. I'm your host, Mack, and today we're talking about three things: tech, culture, and people. Now, I'm not going to be too long-winded, but I do want to share a couple things that are important to our community, and I want to start with Fanbase. So the reason I wanted to highlight Fanbase on this episode of Talking Tech Tuesdays is because Fanbase is happening right in our backyard of Atlanta, Georgia. And for people that's watching this across the globe, it's actually near and dear to my heart, right? So what is Fanbase, right? And why am I talking about this? So Fanbase is a social media platform that allows for creators to monetize their content, right? Now, this idea is not necessarily the most revolutionary. However, there is a lot of traction and there's a lot of eyeballs on Black creators being able to monetize their content because they've created so much revenue and so much social capital in a lot of the platforms and never been compensated for it. So you look at apps like TikTok and there's the dances are foundational to the growth of that platform, and platforms like Instagram and, having, some of the comedians or some of the socialites that really add the cultural context to the platform don't necessarily get compensated. So Isaac Hayes III has an idea to flip that on its head and give content creators, not just Black, but content creators, the opportunity to monetize their content. So definitely wanted to highlight them. They actually just raised $1 million. I guess that I should have started with that as the headline. $1 million through Reg A funds. And if you remember us talking about accredited investors a few weeks ago on Talking Tech Tuesdays, this is a way for non-accredited investors to invest in startup companies, right? So Reg A funds stems from the Jobs Act, which President Obama passed in 2012. And basically it gives the opportunity for the common man or woman to invest in startup companies, which are primarily tech companies, but that could be, any different sector, manufacturing, whatever, right? So that's big, $1 million in 2 or 3 weeks. And I also have a personal story with Isaac. I met Isaac when I was maybe 15 or 16 years old. I was in a music producing boot camp with Kim Wilson, and this was when Isaac was at the top of his game music wise. So it's really good to see him continue to reinvent himself and release a platform that's really going to change the world. And I would encourage you all to go get a Fanbase profile. I'm on there already. Actually, I'm going to be moving all of my content, all of my Talking Tech Tuesdays to Fanbase once I build up enough of a fan base, right? So I wanted to highlight them on the platform. The second company I wanted to talk about today is Tesla. So those who follow my content, they know, hey, we take chances on Tesla because we just believe in legendary founders, creative founders, right? And Elon Musk is like the epitome of that type of person, right? A revolutionary, creative, thought-provoking founder, right? So the big news about Tesla this week is they recently moved into the SP 500. So for those that don't know about the SP 500, think of it as like the NFL of stocks, right? Or the NBA or the MLB, right? It's just the big leagues of stocks or big companies or corporations within that are publicly traded, right? So, the reason that's important is because Elon Musk has now positioned Tesla to become, one of the largest companies in the world. It's already been a pretty reputable company in terms of scale and size and revenue. However, positioning them to be in the SP 500 kind of validates the core belief of Tesla as, one of the biggest companies in the world. To that point, their stock grew or raised 14% since the announcement of them joining the SP 500. So if you haven't invested in Tesla, I would say wait. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but I would say wait until there's a pullback or some type of market correction. I definitely don't encourage you all to buy right now because, like I said, the stock just jumped up 14% over the past 2 days. So at some point there's going to be a correction, but that might be a great opportunity for you all to buy. And again, those who follow my content, I only preach long-term investing, 10, 20 years, 30 years holds, right? So we put our money there and we allow for compound interest to do the work for us, right? And the more that you build your portfolio, you'll start to see that compound interest take over. But then also, depending on what you invest in, there's opportunities for cash flow through dividends. So that's the episode I wanted to bring to you all today in regards to Talking Tech Tuesdays. Again, go follow me on Fanbook. I almost said Facebook, but on Fanbase. I am Chance Mack on there. And I appreciate everyone that's sharing this content out. Last week I said I gained 60 followers. This week I gained 20. But that's progress for me. Thank you for everybody that's sharing this. Love y'all. Take chances. Peace.